What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Aries sun sign friends. That's right, if you were born between the dates of March 21st and April 19th, then you are an Aries sun sign. This spread is something I like to call how to make forward progress. Are you having trouble figuring out what the next move is, or figuring out how to progress forward in your life? This could be relationships, it could be money, it could be spirituality. However you want to make forward progress, this is the spread for you. It's going to tell you how to make that next step. It's going to look at your emotions, your thoughts, and your actions, and tell you how you can, change, make some tweaks to help you progress further in your life in whichever way you want. Now, remember, this is a general reading. This applies to a wide group of people, and also, doesn't apply specifically to any particular portion of your life. If you want a more specific reading tailored to you, then go on over to my Etsy store and you can check things out over there and get a reading for yourself, just for you. But this is for Aries today, and I'm going to be using the Llewellyn Tarot, and this is a watercolor deck that I've trimmed. I really like it, and it's going to give us some insights into Aries sun sign. So just give me a moment to shuffle the cards, center myself, and ask the question, how can Aries sun signs make forward progress? Sometimes when I get a runner like that, I get the feeling that it wants to be in the reading. That time, I get the feeling that it was just a mistake on my part. These cards are really hard to shuffle. They're tiny. So, sometimes they'll definitely fly out more than usual. All right, we're ready. Let me cut the deck. Here we go. Okay, let me grab my sodalite sphere here, and let me take a look at these cards. Let me get an overall view of these things. Quite a bit of wand energy. That goes, Aries. That's fits perfectly. A lot of fire energy here. So let's take a look at the very first card. This is the Two of Wands. Yeah, you can see it. All right, this is the Two of Wands, and this card represents where you are right now. I get the feeling, Aries, right now that you're kind of looking forward, looking to the future, looking to start new opportunities and get new things under motion, under, new adventure definitely is this card is signaling. I mean, I think Aries, you guys are always looking for adventure. That's just what you do. But I get the feeling that now more than ever, you're looking towards the future, looking towards what possibilities are to come, what kind of actions you can put into the world to make these possibilities a reality. So I think a lot of you are spending time just thinking about the future right now and thinking about what you can do to make your future brighter and better and more exciting. Maybe a lot of you are feeling kind of not in a rut, but you're not as excited as you feel like you should be right now. So I get the feeling that a lot of you are looking for answers, and we'll see what we can do about that. This card here are emotions sabotaging your progress. These are the emotions that you have that are getting in your way. And I'm getting the feeling that you guys, your emotions are just going through so quickly. They're coming left and right, fast and furious. No one likes the tuna here. All right. So what I'm feeling that, your emotions are kind of just, you're being flooded by them. You're having a lot of them. Instead of taking the time to go through your emotions one by one and processing them, they're just getting flooded at you, just taking you by surprise, by storm. And so your emotions are kind of scattered, and you're not really gaining knowledge from them, if that makes any sense. When you have emotion, that's your mind, body, and soul trying to tell you something, right? And so we really need to sit with our emotions and figure out what they're trying to tell us. And I get the feeling right now that your emotions are bombarding you at the current time as far as the future and things like that. So let's see what this card says. This card tells us how you can change your emotions to make forward progress. And we've got the Hermit. And this card is telling me, without a reasonable doubt, no, without a shadow of a doubt, let's put it that way, that in order to make forward progress, Aries, you guys are going to have to get meditative. You're going to have to spend some time alone. You're going to have to actually meditate, like in the literal sense, in order to figure out what your emotions are trying to tell you. You know, you might want to slow things down. And the best way to do that is through meditation, through quiet contemplation. If, for you, meditation is playing a sport, then play that sport. Whatever, takes your ego mind out of it and helps you slow things down and really process things as they come. And whatever makes you feel introspective, basically, is what you need to do in order to figure out what these emotions are trying to tell you and which way they're trying to direct you. So that's something that you should really consider, Aries sun signs, is maybe it's time to slow things down, to meditate, to figure out what your soul is trying to tell you, basically, about where to go and how to proceed. This next card are thoughts sabotaging your progress. Your thoughts that are sabotaging your progress. We've got the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is somebody, some person, someone who likes to be assertive, who likes to put energy into the world, put action. He's a leader. He's someone who's not going to wait around for someone to give him the go-ahead. He's not someone to take orders from anyone else. He's someone that sees something and he's going to do something about it, right? So I'm getting the feeling that your thoughts are, you're kind of, I don't know, maybe your thoughts of leadership are kind of holding you back. Maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself to get everything done yourself. You got to depend on you. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to get help from anyone. And that sort of mentality might be hurting you for making, stopping you from making forward progress, possibly. So, of course, this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to all of you, but I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you are just being a little bit too assertive, too restrictive, too strict with yourselves as far as your thoughts. Your thoughts are probably, predominantly on putting action into the world. So let's see what this card says. This is how to change your thoughts to make progress, and we've got the High Priestess. These two cards go hand in hand, the High Priestess and the Hermit. So again, we're getting the message. It's being pounded into us now, guys, that you guys need to look inward. You need to get meditative. You need to calm down. You need to search your soul for the answers, is what this is telling me. So Aries, you guys need to calm down. You need to slow down. You need to search inside. What is it that you want? Especially concerning your thoughts right now. What kind of thoughts are you having? Are your thoughts productive or destructive? And the more time you spend asking yourself that question, rather than just doing stuff, rather than following your thought patterns, rather than following your thoughts, if you start asking what kind of thoughts I'm having and what are they doing for me, how are they helping me, that's when you're going to start to see some change, Aries, in your lives. So start asking yourself the question: what kind of thoughts am I having? Oh, are they serving me, or am I having destructive thoughts that aren't helping me at all? This next card is action sabotaging progress, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you guys are really focused on making money. Some of you are focused on your health. Others are focused on acquiring material possessions. And a lot of you are putting work into that. You guys are putting a lot of your energy into gaining stuff. Maybe, some of you are obsessed with your body, right? Your body image. Some of you are obsessed with making money, increasing your bank account. Some of you might be obsessed with getting a new car or a new house. And I think if you put too much energy into that, then you're going to be kind of off balance. Yes, you have to put a lot of energy into those things in order to survive in this world, but you have to have balance, and you can't have too much of that. And I'm not getting the feeling that you guys are just going gung-ho into it, but it might be a little out of balance. You might be going a little too hard towards those goals, is the feeling that I'm getting from this card. It's not like an extreme, but I'm getting that feeling that there might be something a little bit out of balance there. So this is how to change your actions to make progress. Oh my goodness. We're getting a clearly defined message, and it's about asking yourself some questions, Aries. It's time for you guys to ask yourself questions. So this card is telling me that in order to make change for your actions, to make forward progress, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to really decide what's important in your life. Do you really, really, really feel like this is all there is to your life? Or is there something that you yearn for? And you're going to have to make a decision whether or not that's worth pursuing. How are you going to spend your time? How are you going to spend your energy? What you're going to put your energy into? So make that decision and ask yourself, what's important to me? What do I need to be spending my energy on? Am I spending too much time, energy, and focus on the material aspects of life? Am I listening to my emotions? Am I, thinking about my thoughts? Because we need a well-rounded, well-balanced life, guys. So the definite theme here of asking yourself the questions. Lastly, this card is where you will be after you make these changes. And we have the Page of Cups. I'm getting the feeling that you guys are going to be a lot more emotional. If you make the changes I suggested here, you guys are going to be more in touch with your emotions. Now, you're not going to have mastered your emotions, okay? You're going to make the first step towards understanding your emotions. And that's something that's very important for you guys, because I get the feeling, Aries, that you guys are all go, 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 and you don't sit back enough and think about things and feel things. So I think if you make these changes, you're going to be a little bit more well-rounded in the emotional aspect of your life. You're going to be more in touch with your emotions. You're not going to have mastered your emotions, not by a long shot. This is a lifelong process. But I think if you really take the time to be more introspective, you guys are going to be more living from more of a heart-based perspective, and that's always a great thing. So in summation, I think a lot of you are focused on the future, and a lot of that might have to do with the material possessions, material gain. But the cards are clearly telling me here that you guys need to slow down, get more introspective, get more meditative. If you don't have a habit of meditation, I highly encourage you guys, 10 minutes a day while you're in bed before you fall asleep is a great place to start meditation. And it's going to help you get to sleep better, and it's also going to do so many other things I can't really go into in this video. Meditation, the benefits of it are astounding. So that's what these cards are telling me to tell you, that it's time for you guys to really ask yourself the questions that probably you have never asked or you've never wanted to ask, because they kind of slow you down. Aries, you guys are go, 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 go get them, go adventure, go do all these things. And these cards are telling me, in order to be more well-balanced, in order to live a more heart-based perspective, you guys are going to have to slow down, get meditative, be in touch more with your emotions, think about your thoughts more, and be a master of your thoughts rather than letting your thoughts dictate your life. And you guys are going to be more well-rounded as a result. So that is my Making Forward Progress reading for Aries in April. I hope you guys appreciated that. If you want a more personalized reading, like I said, please go on over to my Etsy shop and use the promo code FriendsandFam50 for the month of April to get half off everything in the shop. And we can look at your energy. We can do this spread, all sorts of different spreads. Send me, if you're not sure what kind of questions you can ask, just send me a message and I'll tell you. We'll talk about it. All right, so that's going to be the episode for today. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you haven't already. Happy taroting. Peace.